Yes, that is what the Facebook page is for. Respond. We have to build a community here, people. It's not gonna take you forever to answer 5 questions. Just answer the questions and get on with your day. But you have shown support for Helen's podcast, and that's what matters. I try to keep it fun. I try to keep it light. I am the silliest person in the world. I love to be silly. Silliness it's good. Laughter is the best medicine for anything, and I love that. And I don't just do this because I want to hear myself talk. I do this because I want to help somebody. Because I know that you may podcast about one thing, and that one thing could change a person from being depressed and wanting to hurt themselves to really figuring out that, you know what, I can do this. And it matters when you know and you get the strength to be able to do something. Last year, I was in such a funk. I really was. I fell in a funk. I think, because I've always been a person that, like, I have to be honest with you if I'm going to keep it real. I always been a person that had, and I think I fell in a funk because I kind of like fell off a bit. And so I fell in a funk. And, you know, I ended up meeting a friend, and I have to speak on that. And it just kind of like, it helped push me through to be able to sit down, and I wrote 2 Faces of Beauty. I think I wrote 2 Faces of Beauty in about 3 weeks because I love to write. I have such a vivid imagination. I just love to write. I am a visionary. I just see things, and I think I wrote 2 Faces of Beauty in about 3 weeks. And it was just amazing to be able to sit at a computer and just pour out what you have in your thoughts. And that's when you see writers say, I have writer's block. That's when nothing comes through. It can't come through. And some people are not visionaries. So I guess for those people that's writers, I commend you if you're not a visionary and you're just a writer because you love to write and you just kind of like write and you don't see what you write. You just write. I commend you. I think you are amazing because being a writer is a hard thing because you got to be able to, I feel, and I'm speaking from my perspective of things because I can see what I write. So it makes it easier for me to be able to write. So if you can't see and you love to write and you just kind of like, well, I'm going to write, and you go off what you're thinking at that particular point, that's tough. So I commend those writers out there for that. And back on the subject of being, you know, a little bit down last year, you have people that's still down from COVID coming in and just taking this world to a whole nother point. But that's why I always tell people you must check on people because it does what matters. And I'm not laughing, but it's just that I'm being silly and bringing light in it because why? That matters too, being happy and bringing light in it. So I kind of recorded some stuff in my phone. The storage was full and it didn't get through, so it kind of threw me off a little bit. So I just wanted to say that I would like for you to go up there and answer the 5 questions, because if you're my friend and you don't answer these 5 questions, I'm gonna knock on your freaking door. If you're a coworker and you're my friend on here, I'm gonna come to your department on Monday, and I'm gonna stand there until you answer these 5 questions. Because why? It matters, because I'm taking my time to bring you light, love, and positivity, and I need you to take your time to answer the questions, even if you only answer 1. But the questions are so simple, you can answer all 5. So I'm giving y'all a remake of this one, but definitely believe I'm going to post another one. And I want you to do the same thing. I want you to answer the questions, because it matters. It matters for me. It matters for somebody else out there that really need to know, wow, I can do this as well. Because sometimes people are just scared and they don't want to do it. But anyway, I'm not going to hold you long, because I'm just in a good mood right now, and I want to talk. And I told you guys that I would podcast, so you're going to have to listen, and you need to listen. And I need to get more than a like. I need to get a comment. Why? Come on, I know somebody's saying it. It matters. And my neighbors are out here, and they're laughing, so you're going to hear laughter in the background. And this is a real podcast, and that's what podcast is about, being real and being transparent with your followers and the people that listen to you. And it matters. So anyway, that's it for me on this Friday evening. And just know we here at Helen's Podcast care and answer the 5 questions, or I'm going to have to pull up on you because I took the time to make this freaking flyer, and I'm going to need you guys to get on board if you're on board with me. So answer the questions. And it's no more gift card. It's off the table. You just have to answer the questions and play the game until the next game come out, and you can win a gift card. But the first one is off the table. The first one is off the table. So just answer the questions for me. And I'm just really being silly, because that's just me, and I'm sleepy, and I get really silly when I'm sleepy. So we're here at Helen's Podcast on this Friday evening. Is out, and I will definitely be podcasting again real soon before next week. And until then, have a great evening. We here at Helen's Podcast care, and remember to check on someone. Why? Because it matters.